Hi everybody. Today in this occasion I would like to tell you some conclusions about the videos that I have been uploaded to my YouTube channel about ESP. Now the first video that I will retell to you and give some review to you is the first video is about what the difference is between ESP and EGP. As you know guys, ESP is English for specific purposes and EGP is English for general purposes. So these two types ESP is kind of different. So it's mean that ESP for people or workers, they need specific purposes for their approach to. But EGP is for students that really need to study about English for their subject in the school. And the second video is about identifying learners' need. So it's means that before we teach ESP to them, so we have to know what kind of learners need for this point, what they are really need, what kind of needs that they are really to know or we have to know. So before we started, we have to ask them and what goals they want to reach. So we have to ask them first before we teach them. And the third one is about family tree. Family tree is EAP and EOP. English for academic purposes, English for occupation purposes. So it's kind of different between ESP and EGP. And then the fourth video is about review ESP class. ESP class is kind of good because Mr. Fitri give us a chance to have this kind online class. So it's mean that it's very helpful for student and for Mr. Fitri itself, because we don't have to attend the class, and sometimes ESP class is kind of crowded and full, so we cannot enter to the class and it's kind of disappointing. Like it's full day, we have prepared to go to the college, but we can attend the class because of the class is crowded. And online class is kind of very helpful for us as students. We can do anytime, so we can do the task on time too. And the fifth video is about challenges for ESP teacher. To teach them, it's not kind of good. I mean that they don't really understand about English, so we have to explain more and more to them until they understand. That's the challenges for me when somebody asks me to teach them about English but they don't really get what my point is, so I have to explain them more extra, so until they get it what my point. Sixth video is about ESP for chef or restaurant staff. Someone has been asked me teach him about this vocabulary that exists in the kitchen and restaurant. So I think that ESP is really helpful for me as a student in English department, because I know how to approach people who really need English, who really need to study about English for their specific purposes. So I have to identify them first before I give them the material. So it's kind of cool, and I think this subject really works for me to my future next time, and very useful for me. And I think that's all my conclusion about ESP class. And thank you for watching and Happy New Year. Bye bye.